Everyone is telling you to use AI in your job search. So you go to ChatGPT, open it up, and then you stare at a blank screen wondering, what the heck do I type in here? By the end of this video, you're going to have the knowledge and confidence to create customized prompts that are going to put you light years ahead of all of the other job seekers who are simply doing the old copy and paste generic method. Now, to lay the groundwork, I'm going to give a very high level, teeny tiny tech lesson on what the heck ChatGPT even is. And for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to be referring to ChatGPT as the AI tool of choice, just to keep it streamlined. Now, ChatGPT or any other type of AI tool is simply the front end of a much more complex system called an LLM, or a large language model. And the purpose of an LLM is to guess the next best word choice based on the information that you provide it. And it's really good at this because it can read pretty much the entire internet. Now, think about it like this. If you were to go to a bakery, ChatGPT is the counter of the bakery where you place your order. The LLM is the kitchen in the back where they are prepping and baking all of your goodies. Now, what you need to do is tell the counter, or ChatGPT, what it is that you want. And this is called a prompt. And the more specific your prompt is, the higher chance that you're going to get what you ask for from the kitchen or the LLM in the back. And this is why prompts are so important. Now, a prompt is simply the request that you are giving to ChatGPT, or the input. And the quality of it is going to determine the answer that you get back, or the output. Now let's go back to the bakery analogy, because who doesn't love baked goods? Now you could walk into the bakery and go up to the front counter and say, I would like a donut. And they would probably give you a donut. It might be a plain donut, but it is technically what you asked for. And you might look at it and be like, okay, yeah, I guess I asked for this, but this isn't really what I wanted. Now, if you would have told them you would like a chocolate glazed donut with sprinkles, and they brought you out a chocolate glazed donut with sprinkles, you'd be like, yes, this is what I asked for. You would be a much more satisfied customer. And at a high level, that's how AI works, except, well, you don't get a donut. Now, let's get into the good stuff. What makes up a prompt? But more specifically, what makes up a great prompt? And this is where a lot of job seekers go wrong. They use generic prompts which yield generic answers. In fact, the last position I recruited for, 3 of the cover letters I received were pretty much the exact same. So I went into AI and I simply asked it to produce a cover letter based on the job description I was recruiting for. And lo and behold, it was pretty much the exact same thing that these 3 candidates had submitted. Now that is what we are going to have you avoid. Rather than be generic, you are going to have a tailored, specific cover letter, resume, interview questions, whatever you are looking for, you're going to be able to customize that specifically to your situation. And don't worry, everything that I'm covering in this video, I've actually created a handy dandy checklist for you to download, and you can find it in the description below. Now, let's break down the 6 potential components of a prompt. And I say potential because you don't necessarily need to use each of these in every single prompt. But remember, the more robust and detailed the prompt is, the better your result is going to be. So it is important to use as many of these as it applies to your specific position. Number 1 is the task or instruction. And this is simply what you are asking ChatGPT to do. Number 2 is the role or persona. And this is who you are asking AI to pretend to be like. And this allows it to approach your request through the lens of that specific person. Number 3 is context. And this is the background information, any relevant information that is specific to you, so AI can fully understand your specific situation. Number 4 is tone. This is the voice that you are giving it, whether it be friendly or conversational. You are setting the style and the emotional output of the answer. And number 5 are examples. This is where you can give it specifics that you would like it to refer to. So you are showing, not just telling AI what you would like it to do. And number 6 is format. And this is what you would like the final result to look like. Would you like it in a pie chart or bullet points or a table, you are setting up that format. Those are the main 6 components of a prompt. Now let's look at those through the lens of asking AI to create a cover letter. Acting as a professional recruiter in the nonprofit sector with over 20 years of experience. Persona. Please write a cover letter addressed to Alex for the HR generalist role provided. Task. I would like the cover letter to address my career gap in a way that explains how it has better prepared me for this role. In addition to the professional experience outlined in the provided resume, below is additional information to incorporate. 10 years working for a faith-based nonprofit, led the first communion program for my church, leading to a 100% completion rate. I'm interested in working for this company because a purpose-driven, faith-based mission is what lights me up. Context. Please keep the tone professional, but with a friendly, conversational, lean tone. The cover letter should be 3 paragraphs, with paragraph 1 covering who I am, paragraph 2, how I'm a fit, paragraph 3, why I'm excited about this company, and keep it under 250 words. Format. There are actually 4 more lines that I like to add to any of my job search prompts. Number 1 is to avoid any generic language such as go-getter, detail-oriented, people person, etc. And I say this because a lot of people use fluff words, and fluff words add nothing and just take up space. So I like to have AI avoid those from the get-go. The second line is, do not make up any information, only stick to the information that I have provided you. Unfortunately, AI still has what they call hallucinations, and this is where they will infer information from what you've provided it and then kind of make up its own, or just straight up make up information. And if you add this line, you are going to cut down on that. Number 3 is to say, please ask me any clarifying questions before you fully process this request. This way, if there is any questions it may have, it is asking you before it makes those assumptions. And number 4 is, please proceed with this request after I have provided you with the resume and job description, or whatever it is that you need to provide it. Because sometimes it likes to get ahead of itself and start answering the question before I've fully given it all of the information. This way it'll stop until everything has been received. Okay, so now that we know the parts of this, let's go ahead and see this in action in ChatGPT. Now I've opened ChatGPT and I've simply copied and pasted the prompt that we just went over. So I'm gonna go ahead and press enter. And at this point, it's doing what I want. It's saying, I got this, but let's go ahead and get in your resume and job description just as I requested it to do. So we're gonna go ahead and copy and paste the job description that I've already found. And it should say, okay, now provide me with your resume, which it does. Awesome. Let's go ahead and copy and paste my resume. Done. Now let's see what it returns back with. And it is confirming that it is doing exactly what I would like it to do, which is great. Now, as this is writing it, I'm like, wow, this is actually a little bit more lengthy than I had anticipated. So right off the bat, I'm just going to ask it to rewrite it under 200 words. So please rewrite, under 200 words. And this is the great thing with ChatGPT, is because you can just go back and forth until you have it in a spot that you are like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so obviously I am not going to copy, paste, and send this. I'm going to look it over, make sure that it is reflected in the way that I feel best represents my skills and my tone. And then I'm going to have other people look at it, because even though AI is coming on the scene hot and heavy, there is still not a replacement for human eyes. But this is a great start, especially if you find yourself just staring at a blank page, wondering where to even begin. AI is going to get you off to the races. And when you're able to customize it, it's going to be unique to you and not be like everybody else's. So there you go, the fundamentals of a prompt. Now, if you would like to see AI in action in specific parts of the job search process, just let me know in the comments below.